Hello, beautiful people. Welcome once again to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Thank you for stopping by. You guys are just the best family. Like, you are the best family, and I love you guys so much. Okay, so today's video is going to be a very brief one, and it's more like a exploring video. We are going to explore something, the latest. In fact, the latest that just came out, and I said I need to make this video before it becomes obsolete. Okay, so we're going to be looking at it. Malaysia is thinking of giving free COVID-19 vaccines to foreigners, foreign nationals. Like, really? Wow. Let's get into this topic right now. If you are new, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you're returning, thank you so much, and let's get started. Okay, so you guys are welcome. So I stumbled on the news, okay, the motivation of this video, I stumbled on the news that says free COVID-19 vaccines for foreigners, cabinet decides, okay, and I have it here, okay, from the vibes. Okay, I have the Malaysian news that, you know, gives updates on what is happening in Malaysia. And you know, one of the major, most popular news now is the COVID-19 news because of the current situation we are. So I'm going to just react to the news and read for you guys. I believe some of you already have seen it, but this is a reaction from a foreigner. So free COVID-19 vaccines for foreigners, cabinet decides. Okay, all foreigners, including undocumented migrants residing in the country, will get free COVID-19 vaccinations. The cabinet decided yesterday. Like, wow. Like, wow. Malaysia will never stop amazing us because, you know, anybody that doesn't like Malaysia and may just want to, you know, personally say, Malaysia is not a good country, Malaysia is this, Malaysia is that. Sometimes I wonder and begin to ask myself, what really makes these people to think in such direction, you know? Because I have been in Malaysia for a while, at least 3 years counting, you know, as a student. And it's been a wonderful time. I won't lie to you. Of course, there are plus and minuses, but overall, over 90%, I would say Malaysia is a peaceful place. It's a great home to be because the people are really well cultured. They are loving, they are welcoming, you know. And even if you look at it from the hot time, when I mean hot time, I mean the period when the COVID-19 situation was terrible at the beginning, when people were still confused up and down. There was not really any set up, you know, procedures on how to curb it and all that. Malaysia has been so beautiful, you know, taking care of everybody, whether you are international, you are local, especially like the students in the universities. They really enjoyed a lot of free benefit from the Malaysian government. So I think Malaysia is not just starting this kind of benevolence, this kind of hospitality just now. No, it has been something that they have actually upheld to right from the beginning of this fight. And that will also make me to think that actually it's not because of COVID-19 that they are like this. I think it's something that is in their blood. But let's continue anyways. Let's focus on this. So the news says Malaysians will still, however, be given priority in the national immunization program, with the rollout schedule for foreigners to be announced in due time. Okay, the COVID-19 vaccine supply access guarantee committee said. This is so beautiful. Of course, if it's your own country, definitely you should give more priority to the locals. And I think that this is a lesson to many countries, if they are listening to me right now. Of course, you see, this is a country that loves our people. And not just loves our people, but also have selfless love for other people. So of course, at the end of the day, there is this kind of balanced kind of living in the country. If you don't take care of the people that are your own, the country, they will also, you know, there will be a problem. Am I right? If you also say you want to neglect the foreigners, those that have come to your country and they admire your country and they have come to your country for a purpose, there will also be some bad signals being thrown out. So to balance the equation for a reasonable country, of course, you have to show love to everybody. And that's what Malaysia has been doing. And I want to tell you, Malaysia, you guys are so sweet. You are so wonderful. I love Malaysia. But that is not the end of this news. In a joint statement, its co-chairman, ministers that took Siri, Dr. Adman Baba and Khairi Jamaluddin, said the government has also agreed to provide free inoculation, that's vaccine, to foreigners. Considering why, right? Considering Malaysia has procured more than enough vaccines to cover Malaysians of priority. So, of course, if they don't have enough, then definitely they should not be thinking of giving out, to others. They should be thinking of taking care of the people that are in need, especially the Malaysians at the first. But now they said they have enough and they want to give out, to the foreigners as well. Free of charge, by the way, guys. They said the decision was made after having considered several key factors. So let's look, what are the key factors? Why did they really come to this conclusion? Including the fact that an environment free of COVID-19 can only be achieved by vaccinating as many residents as possible. I agree with this point, guys. I agree with this point. Of course, forget about all those theories here and there. But the truth of it is that this is not the first time a pandemic or maybe not really a worldwide pandemic, I don't know. But this is not the first time that a challenge like this has actually come to the world. It has happened before. They had the Spanish flu and some others like that. And definitely vaccination is mostly a solution, okay? So the vaccination definitely cannot be overruled. So if many people are vaccinated, definitely the virus itself will find a way to hide itself as God permits, okay? Are you enjoying the story? Let's proceed. He said they also cited the high number of cases and clusters involving foreign workers, okay? Definitely, basically in Malaysia, I think a lot of foreign workers are actually having this situation, maybe because of the places they are staying and stuff like that. There are a lot of factors I don't want to be mentioning in this video because that's not the purpose of my video. But the country acknowledged that and admitted that, because I have also seen sometimes where their officers here, because they work perfectly in Malaysia, I won't lie to you. The officers in charge of housing and all that going for inspection, I've seen places where employees put in some of the foreign workers and they have to sanction those local employees and see how to ensure that things are being done in the right way. There is corruption everywhere in the world. That's one thing you need to know. Nowhere is perfect. But what makes the difference is for those people to acknowledge the wrong and try to correct the mess. That is it. Corruption everywhere. What makes the difference is what? For the people to acknowledge the wrong and try to what? Correct the mess. And that is what Malaysia is doing. If you ask me, I will tell you. Let's proceed. I love this story. So additionally, they said the decision also takes into account the fact that foreigners are now part of the community and economy. Aha! This is a good point. What do you guys think? This is a very good point if you ask me. Foreigners are part of the community and economy. They are also paying taxes. Those are working. Even if you are not working, everybody pays something, right? In addition to whatever you spend. For students, they pay more fees, which is beautiful, right? Beautiful with one eye closed, one eye open. Of course, the locals have to enjoy more. So with all these things, it is only human to give vaccines to all during the pandemic, especially since even Malaysians living abroad are giving free vaccinations. You guys, you don't even understand how this news is gingering me. Yeah. So they said since Malaysians are giving free vaccinations outside, because they have, of course, been seeing the news and whatever is happening in the UK and other places also that the vaccinations have started, being outrolled. So they have seen that the Malaysians are well taken care of in some part of the world. So they feel they should also reciprocate that love. Okay, love should be reciprocate, okay? But I think love should be selfless, if you ask me. So this decision will facilitate the rolling out of vaccines to foreigners in ensuring our immunization program succeeds, Dr. Adham and Khairi said in the statement. Now, Dr. Adham is the health minister in Malaysia, while Khairi is the science, technology, and innovation minister. In a separate message later on Twitter, Khairi said the program will also cover foreigners who are diplomats, okay? We want to see which category of foreigners are we actually talking about, okay? So the diplomats, number one, they will be covered in this free immunization program. Expatriates, those are working, students, okay, spouses, and children. Wow, this is beautiful. Even the spouses, so your dependent will also enjoy the free vaccination. This is good news, guys. This is good news. Workers and refugees holding United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees card. So even if you're a refugee in Malaysia, you are entitled to the free immunization. He added that, in principle, the cabinet has also agreed to provide the vaccines free of charge to undocumented foreigners. Those that are not even documented, right? They will also enjoy this great opportunity, with further discussions to be held with state governments, embassies, and NGOs on its implementation. Malaysia is becoming a very beautiful country, guys. It has been a beautiful country, but they are making very great progress. If I may say, this is how a country should behave. Treat everybody equally. Treat everybody with love, okay? With care. Of course, give more priority to the locals, and foreigners also enjoy. That is how many people will know about the beautiful Malaysia. That's why I'm telling you guys all over the world about this country, Malaysia. It has been underrated, but it is a very reasonable, beautiful, peaceful, and loving nation, if you ask me. So, previously, on January 6th, the Human Resource Minister, Datuk Seri M. Saravanan, had said that employers of foreign workers must bear the cost of administering COVID-19 vaccines for them. That was earlier, right? He cited Section 11 of the Prevention and Control of Infectious Diseases Act 1988 that mandates all foreign workers in the country to undergo COVID-19 screening, with their employers bearing the incurred expenses. So what can I think here, this means that, the government is even fighting for the populace, the foreigners as well. So it is only human and normal for the companies which employed you, because you are working for them, they are paying you salary. It's only human for them to also support us in a time like this. Support us. That doesn't mean I have a job. If you guys have a job for me, please employ me. Employ me, So, under the current plan, 500,000 frontline workers will be vaccinated as part of the first phase of the rollout from the end of this month to April, followed by 9.4 million high-risk individuals between April and August. Like, wow, 9.4 million high-risk individuals between April and August, okay? Not minding whether they are foreigners or they are locals. This is very beautiful. Malaysia is a beautiful country. Malaysia is just 30-something million people, their own population, okay? And with this kind of plan already, this is beautiful, guys. The third and final phase will involve more than 16 million adults aged 18 and above, and will run from May to February 2022, February next year. This news is published by The Vibes on this very date, February 11, 2021, if you guys can see anything. So, I didn't form it up. I showed you so that you know that it is actually real and genuine. So, what can I conclude? Or how can I make my assertions based on this thing I've read for you guys and how I feel about it? Number one, I feel Malaysia is growing. 2, I feel Malaysia is matured. 3, I feel Malaysia is loving. 4, I feel Malaysia is very considerate to have thought about this. And 5, I feel Malaysia is on our way to huge progress in every area. Forget about what the bad guys will say. Forget about what enemies of progress will say. We know that this country is a beautiful country, and it is sprouting up great potentials. And I love Malaysia so much as a foreigner, especially from where I come from. Many people may not really, understand. But if you have not come to a place, you have not experienced their life, their culture, the way things are, and you don't want to, definitely you will not know whether they are really good or not. Malaysians are good people, and I love you guys so much. I love Malaysia. Thank you so much, the government of Malaysia, if you're watching this, for this great initiative to keep everybody safe, regardless of race, regardless of color, regardless of faith. I love you guys so much. What do you think about this? This is a very interactive topic. Please comment down below right now. I need the comment section to be flooded with your thoughts about this free vaccination program for foreigners in Malaysia. And I pray that this current pandemic will be over very soon so that things can come back to normal. I can't wait to actually explore more states in Malaysia and to have great meetings with some of my subscribers, if not all, as God will permit. Stay positive, stay safe, don't let anybody steal your joy. Much love, and God bless you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I love you all.